Hello everybody, this is the fish. It's Wednesday, March 25th, and this is the daily installment of my quarantine videos. So I said to myself, I said to myself, maybe we'll put on a daily quarantine video, and he said to me, Fish, why would you want to do that? Just go about your business. And then my good king came and said, well, Fish, people post things nowadays, and that's what you should be doing. And I said to myself, you know what? I think the good king is right, so we'll post something. So anyhow, I don't know what day today is of the quarantine, if it's like day 4 or 5, but anyway, that's the date. And it hasn't been going it hasn't been going that great. When they started the quarantine, so my initial reaction was, great, I'm going to set out my plan, and that's it. I'm going to have the areas, I'm coming out of this stronger, and I listed at the beginning, I said, physical fitness, I'm going to make a plan for 6 weeks, study, my regular studies, and my religious studies, and then I said, I'm going to take care of the family stuff, and I have a plan, a 6-week plan, because that's how you train. You train for 6-week intervals, and that was my original idea. But it hasn't been working out exactly as I planned. Let's put it this way. And the stuff that I put down on paper that I'm going to do, I guess probably about, I'm about, let's say, holding around like the 18, 19, about 20% success. Oh, my kings. Wait a minute, my kings. Wait a minute. This is the little good king. Hold on 1 second, please. Oi! Gotta make sure we respect our kings. So anyhow, so that is said. Okay. But in the area of, let's say, my religious studies, so I had some thoughts that I wanted to share with my friends out there. And I actually, on this point, he said, Fish. Well, by the way, I just want you guys to know that these guys left China way before Corona. Okay? Way before Corona. Yes, we left before the Corona. So anyhow, I was thinking to myself, and I said, Fish, which is what I call myself when I'm in my office alone. Every time there's been like a world something, say a world war, or you've got like anything in the world, there's always been something like an enemy. Everything. World War I, World War II, Korean War, Civil War, there's always been something against somebody. And there's been disagreements. This side said they're good, they're right, this side said they're right. So that's the way of the world. But we find ourselves in a really weird situation. This is there's no one, there's like an enemy, no one is fighting us. This is we just don't have an enemy here. This is wait a minute. I mean, assuming that the Chinese didn't send it out, as they say, it was let's put that aside because I'm not an expert on that. So you've got a situation where the entire world is in quarantine. I mean, we're all under attack, but there's no enemy. There's no enemy. There's no one attacking us. So I said to myself, well, actually, I spoke with my wife about it, and and the two kings. And it seems to me that this is the one situation in my life where I can truly say, wait a minute, this is a godly thing. And I don't usually say stuff like that. But this is like that one thing in our life where it's like we can't pinpoint somebody doing it. This is like we're all in quarantine, but there's no one attacking us. This is like, if this is not a godly thing, then I don't know what it is. So then I said to myself, well, what does that mean if that's my conclusion, if that's what it sounds like to me? And I said, you know what? There must be a reason. I mean, there's got to be a reason. And I started thinking, he said, well, if this is a heavenly thing, well, what could he be wanting from us? And then my thoughts started, running. And I started thinking and saying, you know what? It's just very simple. It must be because we've been unfocused about what we should be doing in our lives, including that. And in my mind, it was something like, take a look in your own life. I'm a religious person, I'm a rabbi, okay. But you have focuses in your life. Did we get unfocused? Are we like running after the wrong things? As a world, as people, of course we could make that, Did we get too extravagant? Did we need things to be too external? Are we in the right place? I don't know. But it seems to me that if the conclusion is that this is not a war that we're all being attacked by who could attack the entire world? Okay, I don't know. I'm not one of these UFO guys, so I can't say that, If it's something else, he probably wants something. So, what does that mean practically? Well, for me, practically, it means, I said in the beginning, I had 4 focuses: physical fitness, studies, my religious studies, and family. It seems to me that I'm going to be focusing more on my religious part, because that's what we're at now. Anyway, those are some of my thoughts, the Fisher's thoughts. And, why do I say this stuff? Because we live in an age where we're all in the same place. We're all in quarantine. And everybody says something. And he said to me, Fish, he said, your thing can't be worse than the other things they're saying. And I said, good king, I think you're right. Anyhow, March 25th, Wednesday, that's my thoughts for the day. Love you all. Stay healthy. Stay strong. Stay focused. That's the fish for today. Bye-bye.